All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. I already did a video, a quick one on Kirk Cousins moving on to Atlanta, but Lupagus is here. I figured just do a reaction. Like, what's your heart say? What's your balls say? What's your gut say?
You want to know what my balls say? My balls say, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's get us to 12K before draft day. We are making a hell of a push right now. We appreciate everybody who subscribed. Also, become a member to get the signed John Randall helmet. Can only get that if you're a YouTube member. But my reaction is this: like, you kind of knew this was actually this morning was weird because it was like back forth, back to the Vikings, Falcons. It was like the snip snap thing going on. And then when I actually got the notification, it was actually from Underdog Fantasy, my app, and those things showed to know Kirk Cousins was a Falcon. My stomach actually sank, and I was like, "Wow, holy shit!" And it's just real, and it just kind of hit. It just hit right then that Kirk Cousins is gone.
He is gone, and you know what? That was kind of my same thing. Like, kind of felt it was coming. Then when you saw it, it rings a little bit different. But then I saw his contract, and I just waved. Bye. That's okay. I mean, 100 million guaranteed, 4 years. Yeah, goodbye. He's getting 45 a year. I think it comes out to be
50 million Falcons, signing bonus.
They gave him the amount of money that it took for him to leave Minnesota. That's what it comes down to. And you can say, oh, Kirk wasn't about the bullshit. He's going where the bag is. This is his last big boy. He's gone.
Yeah, so you got 4 years, 180. I want to add, let's talk about his legacy. What is going to be his legacy here in Minnesota Vikings? When you down the road a couple of years, think about Minnesota Vikings, Kirk Cousins, the time he spent here. What are you going to remember about Kirk? And will it be a positive memory for you?
To say goodbye. Anybody who even is happy that he's gone or like didn't want him to come back, if you don't admit that he's one of the best quarterbacks that the Vikings have ever had, you're just kind of living on a different planet, because he is. He really is. I mean, when I say that, you can say, oh, stat-wise, well, yeah, it's a big part of being a very good quarterback. You can say, he never won the big game. He never did this, he never did that. Vikings been around for 61 years. Nobody has ever won the big game. So if that's your threshold, then Fran Tarkenton sucks. Dante Culpepper sucks. Tommy Kramer sucks. I mean, we've been there, but we've never won it. That's the end goal. So Kirk Cousins will go down as one of the best. I think when they signed him, it was the right move. We were all in. We built a good team around him. It just didn't happen.
We did, and like I've seen the comments. Oh, the stat warrior, the regular season warrior, the one playoff win in all of his time in the NFL. Well, let's go back to the one playoff win. Like the year we beat the Saints, he had a clutch play in that game. He played great that whole game. Beautiful throw to Adam Thielen, and then follow up in overtime the corner route to Kyle Rudolph. But what was the issue that year? O-line was shit. The next game, it's totally exposed against the Niners. Our O-line was ass. Last time we were in the playoffs with Kirk Cousins as a quarterback, defense was shit, and the Donatell system was horrible. Only reason we got to that point was because of Kirk Cousins putting up so many damn points on offense. So, yeah, the people who point to his numbers and complain about that, what else do you want him to do? Do you want him to suck? I don't understand. Why are you complaining about a guy who throws for over 4,000 yards every single year and over like 30 touchdowns every year? Why is that a bad thing?
Well, the bad thing, I don't think, I mean, I saw the same comments, stat this, stat that. I mean, the bad thing is he didn't show up when it mattered big time. I mean, there's quarterbacks that have won big games that have shitty defenses, that have bad offensive line. Kirk Cousins is the type of quarterback where you kind of got to have everything in place and he can do it for you. And when with every Kirk Cousins team, we didn't have it in place. We had some good pieces, but we didn't have it in place. So I think he is, like, I've said it over and over, he's a top 10 quarterback. He's probably right around 10. He did what I kind of expected him to do here. Obviously, we would have been nice to win. As far as the Falcons, they're getting a damn good quarterback. They're paying a ton for him, and I expect him to go there and have like 30 to 35 touchdown passes, a ton of yards, and they have a very good team. So he's still going to be good.
Yeah, the other thing I remember about Kirk Cousins is this going to be his toughness. I mean, this dude was tough as hell. Took so many shots. I mean, he just took shots that would put a normal quarterback on their ass out for the game. He has thick, meaty thighs and buttocks. We talked about those hips of his childbearing hips, and they can absorb a lot of hits. And the dude took a beating here in his time in Minnesota, yet he kept coming back, kept hanging in there. Yeah, he had the Achilles injury, which ultimately ended his time. But you know what? His final performance was a win against the Packers, and what a way to go out.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of does suck that it ended with an injury, but at least we got the Packers dub. I mean, overall, I'm happy that we're moving on. Like, especially with that number, it makes it a lot easier to be happy. The future is bright. It's unknown. Rookie quarterback, some gross ass bridge quarterback. Like, Let's tear her down. This is Kwesi's team now. This is Kevin O'Connell's team now. They started the tear down last year. This is pretty much one of the last pieces to get rid of, and he's gone. So this is Kwesi, Kevin O'Connell. Sure the hell hope you know what you're doing, man. Let's get a good quarterback.
It's scary, but it's also very, very exciting. The Vikings be in this position we haven't been in a long time. So, yes, there may be a gross quarterback signed here very soon, but also expect the trade up to happen in the draft to get our young quarterback to build around. So, yes, this is now Kwesi and KOC double mushroom stamping this team.
Boop, boop, boop. And you know what? Have some patience in the coming years because this is kind of uncharted territory for a while. Like, I don't see us all of a sudden drafting a quarterback and being 13-4 next year with this fantastic quarterback. Like, there's going to be some bumps in the road, some love bumps in the road. So buckle up. Be careful what you wish for, but I'm all for it.
All right, let us know in the comments. What do you think? Kirk Cousins signing with the Falcons. What is your reaction? You can talk about your head, your heart, your balls, wherever you felt it, however you feel. Let us know. We want to hear it. Remember this: the Siberian tiger is the largest cat in the world.
Mm-hmm.